The Trail of Tears Interpretive Center here in Pulaski is a fascinating look into a horrible time in our nation's history. There are several panels within the Interpretive Center itself that were created in partnership with Middle Tennessee State University. There are several documents and artifacts that are listed and shown on these panels. We encourage you to come down and see it. Not only is the Interpretive Center, not only is the Trail of Tears unique in its geographic location, it's also unique in that it's housed in a former church. Margaret, what do you know about this church?
This church was actually the original Catholic parish church in Giles County in Pulaski. It all started with Father McClear, who came through Pulaski in the 1840s, traveling through southern Middle Tennessee, who decided that this would be a good place for a parish. And he was a brave and stalwart man because at the time there was only one Roman Catholic parishioner in Pulaski, in all of Giles County, in fact. So he went about setting up a parish, which was known as St. Patrick's at that time. It went along significantly for a while. They had interim ministers, priests that came through and did preaching, and they grew their congregation a little bit. But along came the Civil War. History interacted again. And they sort of lost interest in that, as happened with many churches in Giles County at the time. There are several churches that have been significantly impacted by the Civil War during the period. After the war, they did begin to rebuild the parish again. It was known as St. Augustine's. Not much is known about St. Augustine's during that period. They did not have a permanent house for worship. There weren't a lot of records kept. So in 1940, parishioners got together and decided that they wanted to build a parish hall and church. They built it 3 blocks off the Pulaski Square, this lovely stone building that we see. Myth has it that Ethel Mars, wife of Frank Mars and Milky Way fame, had this church commissioned, and that's not entirely true, though she did make a significant donation towards the building of this church. It is a lovely little stone structure. As you can see, the stained glass windows are just gorgeous, and we have to give kudos to the Tourism Foundation, who actually is over the Trail of Tears Interpretive Center, for doing such a wonderful job in preserving these windows and the building itself. Moving it was quite a feat. The property was purchased by First Baptist Church to build their new sanctuary, and so they gave the property and gave the church, and it was actually geographically, again, this is playing a role in Pulaski. If you know Pulaski, you know all about the hills, the ups and downs. It was actually loaded onto a truck and rolled down this huge hill on Highway 64, which took the better part of a day. And as I understand it, the gentleman actually got halfway down the hill and broke for lunch. So
He was hungry.
They were hungry and thirsty, so they broke for lunch, and the church blocked traffic on Highway 64 until lunch was over. It was very safely and securely, though, without any problems. Few cracks in the plaster brought to this location, and has now found its home with the Trail of Tears Interpretive Center, and it's a wonderful center. They've done a wonderful job with it. The map outside is wonderful, as Rebecca pointed out. There's also a beautiful piece of art that's outside on the east side of the building that is a wonderful rendering of a family of Native Americans on the Trail of Tears. So it's an interesting history with the building as well.
Absolutely is. It truly is. This is a beautiful, beautiful building. And what amazes me is that during that move, not one of the windows were broken. I just find that nothing short of amazing.
They didn't take the windows out or anything when they moved it.
Just unbelievable.
A little cracked plaster was all the damage that was suffered.
Truly, truly unbelievable. And anyone with plaster walls in their houses know how easy it is for plaster to crack. So to consider a few cracked walls that's also very, very interesting and significant. But we encourage you to come down to the center. It's open by appointment only. You can call the Giles County Chamber of Commerce and Tourism, and you'll be able to set up an appointment. But if you don't have time to come in and look at the panels and see some of the artifacts, which we heartily encourage you to do, because I've just kind of touched on the highlights of the Trail of Tears, but these panels are very in-depth. It won't take you all day, but you'll learn a lot of things about our nation's history and Pulaski itself. In addition to it being beautiful inside, it's beautiful on the outside. There's a map showing where the Bell and Bench routes actually intersected in Pulaski. Kids love to walk on it. I'm a big kid, I love to walk on it. And there's also a beautiful sculpture, bronze sculpture that was done, and it shows an Indian family or Native American family that were removed along the route. And you'll notice that sometimes I say Indian, sometimes I say Native American. I talked with a Native American friend of mine probably a couple of years ago, and I asked her, said, do you have a problem with being called an Indian? She said, oh no. She said, that's what I am an Indian. She said, where were you born, Rebecca? And I said, in Florida. She said, so you're Native American, but are you Indian? I said, not that I know of. She said, see, yeah, I'm an Indian. I'm also a Native American. She said, but I'm an Indian and you are not. So I find that interesting. It's something just to keep in mind that as we progress and evolve, we change our terminology for groups of people. But I wanted to make sure that we thank everyone that has been involved in getting this interpretive center up and running. While the Tourism Foundation actually spearheaded the move and
kind of oversees
it, there were a lot of private individuals, private donations, city, county involvement. A lot of different people have come together to make sure that we honor and remember this tragic time in American history, because again, Pulaski is so geographically significant for it, but we thank everyone for their involvement and their input, and we look forward to watching the center grow. And Margaret, thank you so much for all of your input. I learned something today, so that's great. It's a good day.
And thank you, Rebecca. Rebecca did a wonderful job today. It was a true community effort. True, and remains one still.
Absolutely.
We want to thank you for joining us today. We hope you learned something along with us, and we hope to see you again on Pulaski TV.